Hello everyone and welcome to my newest video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about having a dog versus dog sitting. There are many good ways to have a dog without owning a dog. Like for me personally, that's my experience. And plus, I have family that has dogs too, so I can go to my cousin's house and dog sit for them also and around the neighborhood because I am a really good reach if they need anyone to take care of their animals. Some people know that I take care of animals, so that is what I do is I dog sit and just take care of their pets. So let's start off with owning a dog. Owning a dog, I thought about owning a dog since I was like 5 years old. I wanted a dog, and now since I'm growing up and now I'm 21, I realize how it's not going to work with me and I don't want that schedule into my life. But I'm going to just begin with a list of what you have to do for a dog. So dog duties all the time. It never stops. It's like having a kid. Like, if you have a kid, it's like 24/7. Same with the dog. But you can leave the dog in the house for like a couple hours at least when you go to work or anything. More than a couple hours, but with a kid, you have to like take care of your kid and make sure they're like supervised by someone. But a dog is 24/7, just like having a kid. It never stops. You have to care for them and love them and bond with them. Responsibilities every day, like cleaning, dishes for like the dog food and stuff. Like it's 24/7. And even taking them out to go to the bathroom and going on walks and exercise. It's all that means responsibility. And making sure that they're healthy too. Have to be home for not that long, so I did a ratio thing. So for a small dog, you can leave your house for up to 3 to 6 hours. And then for a big dog, you can leave your house for 5 to 10 hours. That is my ratio because I dog sit and it's like a 5 pound dog, so I know like she can't hold her bladder for that long, and her owners make sure that they're home during the day slots and stuff because if you have a bigger dog, you can leave your dog out longer than a small dog. So that is my ratio, is that. And I dog sit for them, so I know how often I should be taking care of the dog and even just letting them go out to the bathroom. Need exercise outside, like any human being, pet, animal, kid, we need to get outside and get that fresh air. We all need exercise. It's part of our natural habitats, and we need that to like be healthy and stay active, get strong. So it's only a good thing to get outside with your animals. And if you have kids, include them in the activity. Like you can throw a ball to your dog or play fetch, and then your dog and your kid can run around. And that's how I envision kids playing with their dogs, is just like having that family time outside of the park or in your backyard or skated, just like even just going on a walk with them too. Both of them, a kid and a dog, just like make sure like you'll be outside when it's nice out. If it's like really nasty out and raining outside, I understand that you can't really take a long walk or exercise your dog in like the rain and stuff, or even the snow. It's slippery too, but especially if it's like summer out, then you can be outside for like most of the day, or you have more options than just being inside during the winter time and just taking the dog on a short walk. And dog supplies, so like you need to like keep up on maintenance on your dog and even the supplies for your dog. It is a lot of supplies depending on the breed you get and the care you want to get for that dog, depending on what dog you get. Some dogs are easy to maintain, some dogs are harder to maintain, depending on their like breed and stuff. Spending time together, it's just awesome to just like bond with your animal. Everyone can do it, even if you're like getting ready for bed, your dog can snuggle next to you, or even just like hanging around the house or just going outside. Like that's bonding time. And it's like really special to get that time with your animal because they know you really well. vet visits, brushing, training, baths, toys, so like all that stuff. You need to make sure that your dog is healthy. So like I guess like yearly checkups to go to the vet, and then you need to like be brushing your dog. If it's like a shedding dog, I think you have to do it like every week. And if it's like a kind of dog that needs brushing like every couple of days, then that's like a routine that you need to have in your day. And then training, like especially when you get your dog from puppies, or like when they're like little from puppies, then you need to be training the way you want to be raising the animal, and making sure that they're a good fit for your family, and making sure they're not like overly crazy. You just have to control them. And you need to give them baths, because you know everyone will smell if they don't get a bath sometime. And then toys, they go through a lot of toys, so you need to make sure that you research your toys and just have great ideas and new inventions for like what kind of toys you're gonna get. I say the rope toys that are like twisted like that, and it's like a braided rope. That's really good for like the dogs I take care of, and there's even just like a squeaky ball and stuff too. So that's it. And then dog sitting, I dog sit. So I dog sit dogs in the neighborhood, and it just depending on what the owner needs from me, I make my dog sitting experience one-on-one to them. So I just go to what they need and customize my service to them. So take care of dog when watching it. Like when you're taking care of the dog during the week, you have to make sure that you're doing your routine every day and multiple times a day, making sure like the dog goes to the bathroom, eats, and when the dog is like needs time to be alone, or like just like making sure like the dog is like happy, because you know the owners are out of town if they are for the week. Like I take care of dogs when their owners are gone for like a week or a week and a half. So that is a time where you need to make sure the dog is happy and just like all the things are being met. All your responsibilities, and make sure they're safe. Like any dog or kid, you need to make sure that they're safe. Keep them on extra eye watch, because it's not your animal. So you need to like make sure like you're taking care of your dog the right way, because sometimes I am overprotective with the dogs I take care of, because I want to make sure they're extra safe. One time I was walking a dog, and boom, two kids were walking a big dog, and they were like walking besides me. I had the dog I was taking care of on a short leash, like right by my knee, and walking like, I don't know, the leash had that much room, so I was like barely like having the dog have like lots of room. So I don't know what happened, but like the other dog ran and started to attack the dog I took care of, and boom, I went through the attack mode and separated the dogs, because I was overprotective of the dog I was taking care of, because it's my life to make sure that the dog I take care of is okay, and making sure like the dog knows like he's not supposed to do that. So I was like controlling that dog too, and that mattered to me mostly. But you know, like you need to like be aware of your surroundings a lot when you take care of your animals, and especially dog sitting. Have a little basket of doggy supplies. Like I take care of a dog, and she's allowed in our house, 5-pound dog, easy to take care of. She doesn't shed, and she is just a cute little dog. So she doesn't take that much room up, but I do have a little doggy section in my kitchen full of like doggy stuff, and then underneath like a closet I have some of the doggy stuff too. So I have like the food, toys, blankets, bed, brush, shampoo, and medicine. It's like one of those high maintenance dogs, so like I need to like give it a bath sometimes, the medicine, and then food and toys and stuff. So I like customizing, like, oh, just when I take care of a dog, I like having a section for them, because it's part of our family to welcome dogs that dog sit, or like I dog sit for, and she's like comes every week. So it's nice to have that in our house. And then the owners just like restocked the things I need when I run out of food or like treats and stuff like that too. And then it can be more flexible when dog sitting hours or days of the week. So when dog sitting, you or I or some people just like make sure like I'm free Tuesday afternoon from like noon to 5 or 6 p.m. Like I set my schedule out and I send it to the owner, and usually like that usually works out. And I like that schedule. Like I like going out and saying I'm free this day, can I just hang out with the dog? And it's more for me because I wanted to spend time with the dog, and it's like we share a dog kind of, because I get to have some time with the dog, and I've been taking this care of the dog for like a long time, but it's one of my favorite things every week is to like spend time with this dog. Dog knows you're super well when you're dog sitting, and when they greet you, like I just can't believe it. She just like knows I have a key to their house, so I like unlock it, and then usually the owner's there, but just she just like books to the door and just like and then just like runs on her back and gets her toy, and like it will last like 5 minutes. I'm in heaven. Like it just makes me so happy, especially if I'm having a hard day. It just makes me happy because like dogs remember people really well, and especially because I see her every week, and it's just like that time means a lot because it just makes me happy. And just like reading from a door from a dog, that's just so cute, and it's just so funny that we have that connection because I have been taking care of her for a long time. And then have contact of the owner, and then usually they leave like emergency phone numbers, the vet calls, and like some of their family members that may live close by. Especially, it's most important when they go out of town to get that information, because you know if anything happens, you have the owner's phone number and the vet's phone number, like right out of the bat. Like you need that. And I don't use it. It's just nice to have just in case. But like if I dog sit and their owners are gone for like a week, I usually update them a couple days throughout the week, or like if I just need to tell them something, I just text them, and that's like a good way to communicate when they're out of town, is by texting. And then if something happened, I do have the vet information and stuff, and I just think it's a really good idea to have that information. Like I know nothing is really going to happen, but if something did, I have that, and it just makes it easier on me, so I don't have to stress out if I didn't have that and anything happened. So that is some of like the tips and what it's like having a dog or dog sitting. I wanted a dog when I was little, and now I'm so into dog sitting for like the neighbors, or just having a dog over for my house for like a couple hours, or like not a couple hours, but I would say like half a day. And then my cousin has a dog, so there's all these opportunities to not have a dog as a pet, but to just do what I do by dog sitting and just like taking care of this small dog that is allowed in our house. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from, if you want a dog or if you want to dog sit. Dog sitting is an excellent way to get that doggy time in. I've been dog sitting for at least, I think, 10 years now. And then now I'm independent, and I go to people's homes, and people know me as like an animal person. So that is really helpful when people need someone. It's like a really knit tight community where people will know like I dog sit, and then other people may tell their friends. So that is what I do, is when things happen, I just like reassess the information and see if I want to take this job. And especially if it's like a long time dog I take care of, or like a long time animal I know of, I will say yes if it fits my schedule. Sometimes I'm traveling or I'm busy during the weekend sometimes, but most of the time I say yes depending on my schedule. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!